Okay. Okay. No worries. Now we are going to start the session. In this software testing, the very first topic is, so I want to give some idea about the software test. That is a introduction to software testing. Introduction to software testing. Okay. In this, first of all, what do you think about the software? What do you think about the software? If software application, if I go for an example, software application. Example, I can say it can be like this: hdfcbank.com, or if I go for the Zoom online meeting application, hdfcbank.com, Zoom online meeting application, like this we have. So how we can define a software application means, in general, set of instructions or programs to perform particular transactions in a system, particular business transactions in a system is called software application. Okay. So set of instructions or programs to perform particular business transactions in a system. Let's try to understand it is. Let us assume that there is a HDFC bank application is there. This is the application is there. This is the application developed by the one software company. In the software company, who is responsible is development team. So in software company, development team is responsible to develop the software. But which software I'm talking about? hdfcbank.com. Now I want to develop, my developers want to develop this software. My developer should know. So what are the transactions this HDFC want to do in application? Okay, when? So how they are going to know it is, so from this client, they are going to collect the requirements. From this client, the software company will collect the requirements. So HDFC says that we want to go for the new customer registration. We want to change password. We want to do fund transfer. We want to view account summary. So based on this kind of information, so these developers are the responsible to develop the software, right? Any software application like this only, it will be developed. It will be developed. Right. Now, whenever it is developed, directly it is not given to the client. They want to know that whatever software developed, is it right one or not? For the purpose, in present scenario, every organization will going to maintain the separate testing team. So once application developed, what they do here, they given to the separate testing team where we are going to the testing. Okay, here software testing comes. So now here once application developed, we are going to involve. Okay, so application developed, that is given to you where we are going to the testing it is. Okay, now understand. So how we can define the software testing? Software testing, we can say like this. It is a process. It is a process used to identify correctness, completeness, and to measure quality of developed software. It is a process used to identify correctness, completeness, and to measure quality of developed software. In other words, we can call it is performed to ensure client requirements in developed software. To ensure client requirements, whatever requirements are given, those requirements, everything is covered or not in the application. In application. Or in other words, also we can say software testing is a combination of verification and validation. Software testing is a combination of verification and validation. Okay, software testing, understand? Software testing, it is a process used to identify correctness, completeness, and to measure quality of developed software, or it is performed to ensure client requirements in developed software. That's what. So testing is has to test the software. But what is the reference for us? We are also going to take the requirements. According to those requirements, we go for the test scenarios identification, test cases preparation. Based on that, we go for the testing it is. Okay. So now, what are the advantages we have? Advantage of software testing. Why? Every organization nowadays they are going to maintain the separate testing team to go for testing. The reason is software testing will help to deliver reliable software to the customer. To deliver reliable software to the customer. So that is the first point. It will help to deliver reliable software to the customer. The right software we can able to deliver. Next point, it will help to stay in business. Stay in business. To whom to stay in business means software company point of view. Software company point of view. If we given the right software to the customer, if we given the right software to the customer, whenever customer satisfies with your service, your company will get the good reputation in the market. Your company will get the good reputation in the market. When you got the good reputation in the market, more orders are going to get, more business we can do. more business we can do. Then next point, it will reduce maintenance cost for a project. It will reduce maintenance cost for a project. See, if you not tested properly, you deliver to the customer. Whenever you deliver to the customer, when he identified any problem while using the software, to rectify those problems, he has to spend some amount. So if you tested earlier, we can reduce that repair cost. We can reduce that repair cost. Yes, ma'am. That is the advantage, right? So it will reduce maintenance cost for a project. It will help to identify hidden defects in software. When those are resolved, then software quality improves. So these are the advantages of the software testing. Okay, it will help to identify hidden defects in software. And we can able to deliver bug-free software to the customer. It will help to deliver bug-free software to the customer. So the advantages are there. Now, if you see here, the recent QA failures. See here, some recent software failures I'm showing it is. So now Pfizer vaccine is the rollout delay. In 2023, the rollout of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine was delayed in several countries due to software glitch. Due to software glitch. That problem it is. So what is the problem here means? So at the time of Corona, they don't have the sufficient time to test everything much detailed way. So that's what's in the glitch prevented the company from properly tracking the distribution of the vaccine. That's a problem. Now Tesla, one of the more popular autopilot crashes. So what is the problem? Autopilot crashes means here. So autopilot means no driver. So software is going to use it as a passenger. The car will travel, take to required destination. But thing is, at the time of signals, only car has to stop, but engine also stopping it is. So due to that, they call back 54,000 US vehicles. 50 the US vehicles they call back, right? Okay. Then Southwest Airlines flight cancellation 2022. So because of the improper scheduling of the flights, several passengers canceled their tickets. Cloudflare outage. Zoom security issues you may hear. So Facebook outage also we got the problem. In 2021, from your Facebook to you are unable to connect to the other social medias like WhatsApp, Twitter. Those things are not possible. There's a bug they got, the problem they got it is like this. Like this type of issues are those you can rectify when you're tested properly. Next thing. So what is the difference among the error, defect, bug and failure? What is the difference? So first one, if you see my error means generally it is nothing but it is a human mistake. So which is identified in programs level or source code of the application, programs level or source code of the application. So that is the error we are going to call. Example, you may have idea about this. Logical errors. Suppose instead of plus operator, they give one multiply operator. Logical errors we are going to call. And syntax errors. And syntax errors. Like this. Next one, defect. What is defect means? Whereas defect can also called as issue or incident or fault. Defect can also called as an issue or incident or fault. Okay. Now, how technical we can say it is? Means it is a deviation between expected to actual results in AUT. AUT means application under test, not in the code level. Let me show you some defects here. Now I have the one application here. In this application, there is a login functionality is there. In this login functionality, see now, in this login functionality, so without enter the username and password values, if I click, what is your expectation generally? Without enter the username and password values, what will be our expectation? error message should be displayed, right? Error message should be displayed. Now, I'm going to click on the submit. See what is the behavior of the application? What is the actual behavior of the application? Successful login operation. So we got deviation or not between what we expected behavior and actual behavior of the application when we are testing the login functionality. This is called defect. We are going to call it. It is a deviation between expected to actual results in AUT application under test. Code level, we are not doing the testing more. Now, when you are going to test, the goal of testing is to identify defects. When those are resolved, software quality improves. Your aim is to identify the defects. But who has to solve it is developers. Developer has to solve it is. Now, try to find some defects in this application, in this space. Just now I said this is the one defect. Login function not working. That is one defect. So try yourself and write in the chat box. So what are the defects are there? Let me tell you. See here, the page is not loaded complete window.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then here date is incorrect. Date is incorrect. Forgot
Yes,
password is missing. It is. So sign up is required. Sign on is there. Like this, we have the some issues are there. So
yeah,
defects are there. Sign on is there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this we have. And also if you see special socket saying that, and here blank is there. Actually, they have to show the amount should be displayed here. That is not there. Like this, we have the defects. Now, what I do here, once we identified, we are going to report to the developer. When I report to developers, developers are accepted. So this page is not loaded. Okay, we accepted. So date is incorrect. They accepted. Then sign on is there, sign in is required, sign up is required. So this also they accepted. Here also missing, they accepted. So we got 5 defects. Out of 5, my developer is accepted only 4. So about the forgot password, they are not accepted. And they said it is not mandatory as per the client requirements. It is a training application. Forgot password is not required, they said. Initial itself, in the requirement, they said forgot password component is not required. Forgot password is not required. That's what they said already here.
But that also mandatory, right, sir?
Yeah, that's what it is, a training
Yeah.
application. Training application, it is not required.
Okay.
So they said initially it's a client said it is who given the requirements. For me, forgot password component, don't give it. It is unnecessary confusion we're going to get.
But what if the customer forgets the password and he wants to generate new password, sir? He need
Hmm.
it, right? Even if it is a trial also, we need that, right?
He need means he has to say that. So
Okay.
here client see, if client required, okay, so any software we are going to develop according to their requirements. Actual
Yeah.
client said, I don't want forget path. That is the client said. So we can't do anything for that. The client said, an example I'm giving. Client said, I
Okay.
don't want it is. But you felt, yes, tester point of view, we felt forget password required. Now we reported to the developer. Okay. First defects identified, you report to developers. Now developers what they are going to say. So will they accept? No.
No, they don't.
Okay. So out of 5 defects when you reported, they accepted only 4 they accepted. Whichever defects developers are accepted, those were going to call bug cities. Defects which are accepted by the developers, those are called bugs. So these are the confirmed defects. Yes, those are valid defects. So those they are going to call confirmed defects. Remember, bugs we are going to call. Okay, what is error? So anything you identified in the programs level, source code of the application, that is comes under so error. That is not my our tester's responsibility. Then defect. Defect can also called as an issue or incident or fault. It is a deviation between expected to actual results in AUT, application under test. Application under test. AUT means application under test.
Yes,
Then
sir.
bug means here, once defects are identified, you report developer. Developers are accepted, then it is called bug it is. Next one. So failure. Failure means here. So when defects are reached to the end user or client. Now, when defects are reached to the end user, then it is called failure software. We are going to call it. When defects are reached end user or client, it is called failure software. That means here, so I will go for one application. Login Salesforce application. Now this login Salesforce application, which is in live it is. So, but I will show one defect here. Without enter the username, if I enter the password, If I click on the login, Divya, what is the expectation?
Enter the username.
I'm not interested to enter the username. I enter the password when I click on the login. So what it has to do, response of the application.
It throw up error. I mean, username is not entered or something like that. Please check the username.
Some error message should be displayed.
Yes.
Okay. Now see, when I click on the login, unsuccessful login operation, but it is not showing any error message.
Yeah.
It is a defect it is.
Yes.
But still they are using. That means, so understand, a failure means when defects are reached to the end user or client. So then it is called failure software. But here, one or two defects are there in the application. We are not going to say failure software. Okay.
Okay.
So now here, more number of defects. That means more transactions. He is unable to perform in the system. Then only it is called failure software. There is a more number of defects will cause the system failure. Will cause the system failure. More number of defects will cause the system failure. We are going to see. Okay. So this is the difference among the error, defect, bug, and failure. Okay. Some of the major activities in software company. Some of the major activities. What are the things we have? Coding. What is that coding means? Nothing but writing the programs. Using either programming or scripting languages in order to develop the software. So writing the programs using either programming or scripting languages in order to develop the software is called coding. We are going to call. Generally, who is responsible? Developers. It is performed by developers or programmers. So programming languages means like Java, .NET. These are used to develop the Windows-based applications. Scripting languages are used for the web-based applications. Okay, like that. Okay. After coding, what happens here? That will be given to the separate testing team, right? So that testing is there. Once application developed, that will be given to separate testing team. Once application developed, that will be given to separate testing team, where we are going to know where test engine is will validate application based on client requirements. So that is what we are going to. Once application given to you here, separate testing team will go for the testing it is. What is the reference to you? So requirements based, we go for testing it is. So while testing, we may identify the defects. So you know defect means what we have to do, defect reporting. Defect reporting. That means notifying about the defects to developers. Defect reporting. Notifying about the defects to developers is called defect reporting. Who is responsible? Engineers are the responsible. Next one. Debugging means analyzing source code of the application in order to identify cause for a defect. Once you report a defect to the developer has to resolve it is. But in order to resolve it is, first of all, they should know that okay, they have to know it is where they did a mistake while writing the programs. There is a root cause analysis we are going to cover. Why this defect is raised, where they did a mistake. Okay. The debug. Who is responsible? Developer.
So one general question, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What is the accuracy of any developer or testing, sir? I mean, I heard like 95 to 98 is for developer and 98 is for testing accuracy percentage, I heard. Was it true, sir?
Depends on the company it is.
Okay.
If I go for the Apple company, 99% accuracy.
Okay.
If I go for general small companies, only 90%.
Okay, got it.
Because it depends on the time, budget. So what
Mhm.
type of application it is depends on that. The company also.
Okay.
Oh. So debugging. It is performed by developers. Then we have the bug fix. Means nothing but a modifying source code of the application in order to solve the defects. This is called bug fixing. So it is performed by developers only. They do modification source code in order to solve the defects. That is the so bug fixing we are going to call. Coding, testing, defect reporting, debugging, bug fixing. Okay. It is also performed by developers. Now, if I take these are the some of the major activities in software company, these are the activities. But tester, where we are going to we do testing. Then if any deviations we got defects identified, we report to all of this is our activities as a testing engineer. Okay. So what are the types of testing? How this software is going to be developed? These things. So today and tomorrow and day after tomorrow also I will going to take cover these topics for us. So is it clear? Any doubts are there, Divya?
It's clear, sir, for me. I
Okay.
have no any doubts.
Okay. So tomorrow I will give my WhatsApp number. You can give the message. Tomorrow I will go to share the notes or the topics we discussed.
Yeah, sure,
So
sir.
this week only special classes. Saturday, Sunday I'm taking. If regular I won't take, but this week because already some students are waiting for Monday to attend some other topic on books. That's the reason.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Mm.
So there will be another batch among with us, right, sir?
Yes, yes. Some other students also going to be
Okay, okay, sir.
there. The 4 members are there. Okay.
Hmm. Okay.
So that is a class for us today. Tomorrow also we have the session. Try to use the same link.
Sure, sir. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay, bye.
Yeah, bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay.